Good morning, Nintenders.
Good morning.
Welcome and welcome back. It's Wednesday, April 22nd. Thank you so much for joining us today. Annette, thank you for joining me. I've been thinking a lot about this third nutriment, volition. Or, as I said yesterday, all the things that are inside of us where we say, I'll be happy when. One thing I missed when I was explaining it and giving my little explanation, well, there were a few things actually. And we're going to talk about those today. The first and main one was I said, well, I'll be happy when. And I listed a bunch of more positive examples: getting in a relationship, getting married, getting a job, making more money, those type of things. People can also have this nutriment, and this would be more of a negative side of it, is when something bad happens to someone else. I'll be happy when they get fired. I'll be happy when they lose their home or get in a car crash or any
Oh my goodness.
various things. People have these ideas, don't they?
I guess the way I take this nutriment is more how it just sucks the life out of us because we want something that seems out of our grasp at the moment. I mean, that's how I take this. I've never thought of it as wishing bad on someone. I mean, maybe, but that.
Well, someone may want to get revenge and think, well, you harmed me, so I'm going to get back at you.
Okay, yeah.
And you slighted me. You didn't pronounce my name right or something. You took the job that I thought belonged to me, so I'm going to get you. And I'll be happy when I get you back.
So that would be wasting your life. But yes, there's a lot of
To
people,
put it
I guess,
simply.
that do that. Also, I guess for me, after we got up from the microphones yesterday and we went about our day, I was thinking about all the times that I wasted the day not truly being content with what was going on that day. So I missed a Tuesday because I was looking forward to Friday. Or I missed a birthday year, let's say, because I was looking back at, oh, well, this is how I used to be. I think we can really waste a lot of life wishing for things to be different, hoping for things to be different, and then whatever the focus of our life is. So let's say, for an example, we wish a relationship would be different. And we focus so much of our energies on maybe that one relationship or a few relationships, whatever the case may be. And then we may be missing the relationships that are right in front of us. Or we can be thinking that the relationship that we have isn't good and it's not the way we want it and it's really irritating. And we miss, well, maybe there's some wonderful things about this relationship too. We can become very focused on that negativity, the negativity bias that we all have. But that is what this is about, where then all of our volition and our will points to, I want something to be different. I want to have a different job. I want to have a different relationship. I want my house to look different. I want me to look different. When I lose those 10 pounds, I'm just going to be so much happier. When I'm in whatever relationship, life is going to be better. Just what you said yesterday, Ada. The only way we get to happiness is when we find it inside of ourselves, and no one else is there to make us happy or not happy. If we have a relationship that is very stressful, let's say, well, we can practice patience. We can practice speaking up for our needs. We can practice asking for help. We make a mistake, and I've done this too. We make a mistake when we think anything outside of us is going to bring us peace. And I mean anything. We can have peace and be in a struggling relationship. We can still come from a peaceful place. We can have peace and be struggling with an illness. We can still have peace. Some of the most peaceful people that I've ever met have struggled in life more than the average Joe, for sure. But they came at it from what can I learn from this? How could I contribute to somebody else's life through this? Where could I find gratitude for this experience? We all suffer, but it's what we do with our suffering. That's where this nutriment points us to. What do we do with our suffering, our discontent? Do we make it our sole focus and then we forget everything else? Or do we find contentment with where we are and know that we can set goals and know that we can have some identity-based goals and habits? We're not letting go of that, but we're not letting where we are now define us. Also, we don't have it as that one single focus, which is what this is talking about.
And when we focus so much on what we don't have, we can lose sight of all that we do.
Completely true. Completely true.
That's what you were trying to teach me when you were telling me when I was a kid, don't wish your life away. There's so much going on today that's great if you're so focused on what's going to happen in the future or what might happen. You miss out on all the joys today offers. To put this in a practical manner, there's only one April 22nd, 2026 ever. That's it. There's one. It's a one and done. We don't get a redo tomorrow. We don't get a redo next year. That's April 22nd, 2027. So if we spend so much time wishing April 22nd, 2026 would be different, wishing that we had more money or wishing we lived somewhere else, we miss out on everything great about today. Not that that's easy to do, but all of this is a practice. So throughout the day, we can practice checking in moment by moment. What does this moment have to offer me? What joy or happiness or fulfillment can I take from it? If I put out all the things I wish it was, and I wish were different, if I put those out of my mind, what's great about this moment?
I have an example, personal example.
I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so I really love where I live now. But when I arrived here 27 years ago, I wasn't so sure. I was sad that I left where we used to live, and I wasn't so sure I liked it. And I kept thinking, well, okay, we'll live here for a while, and then it'll be better, though, when we don't live here. And it got to be something where I missed so many days living here. And there was one day when I was at the peak of feeling like this. And Dawn and I had just returned from a vacation together, and I thought, oh, it's going to be so much better when we can leave here and move somewhere else. I have a little field by my house where you can kind of go far away, and then you can look back at our house. I was out in the field, and I was just wishing my life away. I was wishing things would be different. I was deep into this.
I will be happy when
we move. And I looked at the house. You know when you have like a moment where you have a thought and it's like, oh my goodness.
It's like you didn't really think that thought.
But it was there. And I had this thought. If I can't be happy there, looking at the house from the field, I won't be happy anywhere. And in that moment, I knew that that was true. And I had an attitude adjustment about that. And that was probably, 12 years ago or more, 12, 13 years ago. It kind of shook me because that was like my true authentic self was telling me, if you can't be happy there, you're not going to be happy anywhere. And I had an attitude adjustment, and I started looking at all the wonderful things that I do have here. And now I've lived here for 27 years and I love it. It's the same place.
Now you tell me I never want to move.
I tell you, I never want to move. We didn't do a major remodel. We didn't make this place something that it wasn't. I had to bring that contentment. And in those however many years it's been, I've done a lot of work on finding happiness within me as opposed to outside of me. That's just a little example from my life.
Well, let's have a curiosity question surrounding this conversation that we've had today and this nutriment. What does this day, today, April 22nd, 2026, truly offer me? Let go of all the things you wish were different. Just look at the present moment. Look at what does today truly offer me. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our day is better because you are part of our day. See you tomorrow.
See you then.